Hello everyone, we are doing chapter number 8, Confronting Marginalization, Protecting the Right. Here we will discuss a real life account to understand how Dalits use the protection that laws provide. Villagers of Jakmalgur are gearing up for a big festival, and once in 5 years local deity is offered. That means this big festival once in a 5 years that is celebrated and the local deity is honored, and priests from 20 neighboring village come for this 5-day event. The ceremony begins with a member of a Dalit community washing the feet of all the priests, and then Dalits bathing in the water used for this. And in Jagbalpur, the person who performed this task belonged to Ratnam's family. His father and grandfather had both performed the same task before him. But now Ratnam's turn, and Ratnam was of all 20 years studying engineering in a nearby college. He refused to perform the rituals. He said that he had no faith in this practice and that his family members were forced to perform this ritual because they were Dalits. His community was ordered to ostracize him and his family, and everyone was told that no one should speak or do any work for them or with them. Actually, what happened, upper class people, they provide the livelihood to the Dalits. So when they are doing the work in their field, only then they can get the money for their living. So one day what happened, some men entered their part of the village and set his hut on fire. Ratnam managed to escape with his mother and then went to file a case in the local police station under the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Other Dalit families still did not come out in his support as they were scared that a similar fate might await them if they spoke out. So that means here these Dalit people, they are also ill-treated and humiliated here. So beside these policies, there are also specific laws to protect the right of marginalized community, and that is the Scheduled Caste and the Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989 is one such. This act was framed in 1989 in response to the demand made by Dalits and others that the government must take seriously the ill treatment and humiliation. Humiliation means embarrassment, shame, Dalits and tribal groups face every day. Check violence by powerful caste against them and punishment to those who are involved in violence. In the late 1970s and 80s, in the part of South India, the Dalit declared themselves by refusing to perform their so-called caste duties because these people are forced to do the such type of menial work and insisted on being treated equally. This resulted in the more powerful caste unleashing violence against them. Refused to perform caste duties and insisted on being treated equally. And in order to indicate to the government that untouchability was still being practiced and in the most hideous manner. You can see now, because this untouchability has become the crime now, but still that is also practiced in the different villages in most hideous manner. Dalit groups demanded new laws that would list the various sorts of violence against Dalits and prescribed strict punishment for those who indulge in them. Disorganized themselves. Likewise, Adivasi people have also organized themselves and demanded equal rights, same as the Dalits has done. They demanded equal rights besides the return of their land and resources. They had to face the anger of powerful social groups and were subject to a great deal of violence. This is why the Act contains a very long list of crimes that Dalits and Adivasis have been subjected to, and some of which are too horrible even to survey. So there is also this levels of crime which are also often happen with the Dalits and Adivasis. These are list modes of humiliation, means embarrassment, that are both physically horrible and morally reprehensible. Reprehensible means disgraceful. Force them to drink or eat inedible things. That means forcibly, if someone is trying to give or drink or eat these inedible things, paint face or commit act derogatory to dignity. Derogatory means disrespectful attitude. If any person is doing such type, that means that will also come under the list of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act. Dispose Dalits of meager resources. That means the Dalits of limited resources. If someone is disposes that perform slave labor wrongfully, occupy or cultivate land that was owned by ST or SC, Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes, or get the land transferred, that was also under this list. And last is crimes for assault against Dalits. Assault means disgrace Dalit and tribal women to dishonor. Okay, assault means if anyone is beat, strike or hit any tribal or Dalit woman, and dishonor means disgrace them, that is also come under this list. Fine. So these are the levels of crime. If any person is humiliate, ill-treated these Dalits and tribal people, that must be there is against FIR can be filed in the police station, and case will start against that particular person or organization or individual. Manual scavenging. Manual scavenging means practice of removing human and animal waste or excreta using brooms, tin plates and baskets from dry latrines and carrying it on the head to disposal ground some distance away. Such type of work, this type of menial work is done by the Dalits people. Fine. So manual scavenger is the person who does the job of carrying this filth. This job is mainly done by Dalit women and young girls. Andhra Pradesh based Safai Karamchari Andolan organization working with manual scavengers. There are 13 lakh persons from Dalit communities who continue to be employed in India and who work in the 96 lakh private and community dry latrines managed by a municipality. According to the Andhra Pradesh, this Safai Karamchari Andolan, an organization working with manual scavengers. Okay, and so these 13 lakh people are doing the work from Dalit community who continue to be employed in this job in India. That means this type of menial work only done by the Dalit community, and they work in 96 lakh private and community dry latrines managed by municipality. So that means municipality done this work, and in this work only Dalit people employed. And because of this, what happened? There is problem faced by the manual scavengers. This problem faced by the manual scavengers were the first is their infection of eyes, skin, respiratory system and gastrointestinal systems. So that means these part of the body, these are affected because they are doing the work in the filth. Low wages of rupees 30 to 40 per day. So those people who are doing this type of work, they are getting money 30 to 40 rupees per day. Bhangis in Gujarat, Pakhis in Andhra Pradesh, and Seculiars in the Tamil Nadu. These are the Dalit community which are doing the such type of work in their own states. Employment of manual scavengers and construction of dry latrines Prohibition Act 1993 prohibit employment of manual scavengers. So that time, because this type of work is not good for the health of the people, so that's why these construction of the dry latrines and manual employment of the manual scavenger that was prohibited, and that act passed in 1993. So that means according to this act, nobody can force to do the such type of menial work, maybe in the municipality, maybe in the government and private organization. So rest part of this chapter we will do in the next video.